Welcome to the Six Banner Podcast. We're here for episode 6. My good friend Neill and I are here with you guys to bring you all of our segments and talk about the latest week or 2 weeks of Bulls action. Apologies about that. That's squarely on my shoulders. But Neill, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm really good. As you can see, I'm donning all my St. Patrick's Day gear as it's St. Patrick's Day week. So we're gearing up for a big day of celebrating here in Ireland.
Hell yeah! I bet it's got to be really cool over there for you guys. Unfortunately don't have any green in my wardrobe, so I'm not festive today. But I'm green in my heart. I'm green in my heart, baby.
There we go. That'll do. We'll take
All
that.
right. But first, before we get on too far here, as always,
the Sixth Banner Podcast with your hosts, PCV the Fourth and Neill Dunne.
God, that intro makes me want to run through a brick wall, man. If there's a brick wall right there, there would be a Phil-sized hole in it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Talk first, run later.
Okay, fine. Neil's always stopping me from doing fun things.
Yeah, but, someone's got to be grown up.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take that. I'll wear that. That's fine. But anyways, my friends, we've got a really good slate for you here today. We're going to go through the different segments that we normally go through. We got Feelin Horny. We've got Ragin Bulls. We've got some one and done. We've got sliders and gliders, bringing it back after a bit of a rest. We've got Bannermen, Bull of the Week, a new segment called Spotlight, and Courtside Countdown. So I think let's skip the foreplay and just get right on down to it. What do you say, Neill?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Feelin Horny.
All right, my friend. Well, since I've already talked enough for both of us to start this podcast, I'll give you the honors of letting us know what you're horny about first.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, for the last 2 weeks, the Bulls have been playing, there's been a few little things to be kind of frustrated with, but there's been some stuff to be happy about too, right? And the thing that's got me feeling horny is that finally we're seeing Giddey and Matas finding form again. They certainly seem to have found their stride. They're playing well together and independently. Excuse me. And since coming back from injury, they are really finding their groove. That's what we need to see. We need to see this development of their chemistry together and seeing them take on this role within this team of being the two alpha and beta or two alpha players. That's what we needed to see from them. That's why I wanted to see them play. That's what I spoke about recently on Bulls Without Borders, I believe. And that is what we're seeing. And that has got me feeling all warm and fuzzy inside.
Hell yeah. Got you going from 6 to midnight?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. That's what Feelin Horny is all about. And
it is.
So for me, what I'm feeling horny about is one half of my headline on my name below there. And it is Leonard Miller, man. It's Miller time in Chicago because, I love this kid. This dude, I think he's got a future on the Chicago Bulls. And I'll tell you what, Neill, I'll take it a step further. I think this dude's going to be an essential piece of the rebuild. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. But he's got something to his game. He's finding something, and he's fitting in seamlessly alongside Matas and Giddey to provide some very great play in the front court. His length is for real, man. You talk about feeling horny. This dude's got he's got the length for days. All right, he's not leaving anyone unsatisfied when it comes to his length. He's this man 7'2" wingspan, and you feel every single part of that when he's playing ball. I mean, he's able he's able to get his shots off in angles that you don't normally see because guys like aren't able to normally get shots off into certain areas that he does because his length allows him to like get the ball up and off the backboard, easier because he doesn't have to like just his length. I don't know how to describe it, but just imagine like how much easier if you played ball, if you could raise up just a couple more inches than you normally do, how much easier it'd be to put a spin on the ball to get it, right against the backboard so you make your shots and everything. That's what it is when you're Leonard Miller. Like I just think, and it also helps him defensively. It also helps him with rebounds. The dude is an offensive rebounding savant. Like at least he's been playing that way. 6 offensive rebounds a couple nights ago, Neil. I mean, it's incredible. Why this guy hasn't gotten much of a chance in the league until now, I can't say. I what actually that makes me wonder. Like, how many years has he been in the league?
3, I think.
Like, see, like that's incredible to me because unless he just decided to start playing, this is his 3rd year. So unless he just started to, play well, I mean, the guy was not getting any time in Minnesota. 3 minutes a game his first year, 2.5 minutes his second year, 5 minutes this year until he got traded. He only appeared in 17 games his first year, 13 games his second year. Minnesota's a good team, but I feel like they missed the boat with Leonard Miller. You can't tell me that this guy shouldn't have been getting playing time over there. Some guys just need their shot, and maybe it's just a fit. Maybe I don't know, but
yeah,
I mean, his game yesterday, brother. Like 17. I will preface saying he played 38 minutes because we were very shorthanded. But what matters is that he produced 17 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Not a turnover. Like,
no.
Dude, we've been begging for that game from Patrick Williams for years. I mean, I know that Pat has like a couple of 20-point games like in his repertoire, but those were like games against non-competitive opponents late in the season when nobody cared anymore, and he never followed it up. The thing with Leonard so far is his scoring might not have been consistent over the last 5 days, but his effort is and his defense is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this also comes after he got 1 minute against the Kings. Like Billy benched him for no good reason. Pat comes in, plays like dog shit. I mean, so what does Miller do when he gets reinserted into the starting lineup of all things? Like, not just, hey, you're gonna have a role again tonight. No, here's a starting role. He just came out and literally shut Billy's old ass up. Like, I know I've talked a lot, just now, but I'm so impressed by this guy. And I just feel like there's a wealth of potential here. He's lefty too, which I find very attractive, like from what I like in my basketball players, because I played against my best friend Jake my whole childhood and still do to this day when we go and hang out with my dad's. And his lefty, the only reason I play good against lefties is because I've played against him my whole life. But it is bothersome because you go to block a guy and you're instinctively going to the right hand all the time. Yeah. You play a certain way defensively because you're used to a guy not being strong with their left hand dribbling. So Miller presents the opposite effect, which is, it throws a wrench into the defender's game plans. So I don't know about you, man. I know that we're going to, I think you're going to talk a little bit about them later. So I don't want to, I won't, bury the lead by taking, passing this back to you right now. We'll probably just move on. But Neil will give his thoughts on Leonard Miller later. But, man, unbelievable job by the kid. And I just really, 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 really hope that Billy doesn't pull him again. Because that will piss me off to no end.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of think that putting him into the starting lineup was a bit of a make-up move by Billy as well. At least I'd like to think it is, because he knew he fucked up. essentially.
I hope so. I I just don't understand how anybody could watch those two play and decide that Patrick Williams is a better player. Like he's got eyes, man. I know that he drives us crazy, but I like to think that this guy knows basketball, and there's no way unless like Leonard Miller is like literally just missing assignments that I don't see or something. He's better. He's just plain out straight up better. So unless he's got some sort of like direction from the front office that he's got to be playing Pat because of his contract, which I hope he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick or Leonard Miller should be the choice. Like to me, like he's joined Josh Giddey Josh Giddey and Matas Buzelis is like maybe not he's not untradeable, of course. But to me, he's like right there in like that core that you're building around moving forward.
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but like I said, I know that we're going to give your thoughts later on Leonard Miller. So for now, let's just say that thank God for Leonard Miller, Josh Giddey, and Matas Buzelis because they gave us things to be happy about this week.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And you said that it was a short bench, but even with that, Billy only played 8 players for the whole game. So it just goes to show that he actually could see what was being put out there on the floor by the players that were there and that had showed up. And I'm glad that, because he does have a tendency to pull players even when they're doing pretty good. So the fact that he had the faith to actually leave Giddey, Matas, and Miller out there for the guts of the game, especially when it was an overtime game, it goes to show that maybe Billy is finally beginning to figure things out with this roster. I don't know. I'd like to think so.
I hope so. I mean, he's still playing a guy that, this is a perfect segue into the next segment, but like he's still playing somebody, and maybe he doesn't have a choice. But I'll tell you what, I'd rather see Yuki Kawamura. I mean, straight up. If it's about development, let's develop Yuki. I'd rather even see Mac. Like, I think they're both better than this guy that I'm about to talk about in the next segment. And let's just segue there because I'm ready to rage.
Let's go.
Ragin Bulls.
So do you want me to just launch into it and you go after me?
Do you know what? Seeing as you've given yourself your own segue, I'll let you keep going. How's that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, just make me seem like the selfish one. All right, fine. I'll take my spotlight.
You do. That's
Rob Dillingham, man, you absolutely suck. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm really not. You're very well compensated to suck ass out there on the basketball court. But I'm look, man, you got a job to do. You're not doing it. I've got a job to do, and I'm going to do it. And it's by saying that you are not good at basketball. Like, you probably are. I mean, obviously, like, you dust any of us normies, right? I get that. Like, you put us out there. You put Rob Dillingham on the court with a bunch of guys playing ball at the park, and he's going to kill everybody. But when it comes to putting him out on the court with his contemporaries in the National Basketball Association, he is ass. The dude spasses out every time he gets near the rim. Like, he just freaks out, turns the ball over, or does something to completely mess up the play. He has no sense of control. Like, he's fast, but when you do, like, first of all, he doesn't know exactly how to use that quickness, because like there's times where he's dancing with the ball and it's like, hey man, make a move and go. But he does so much dancing that like sometimes he takes back, like he might have an edge on a guy, but he dances back with the ball. I'm like, okay, now you're back to square one. And if he's got to do a step back jumper, I mean, his form sucks so bad, man. He's got to jump like 5 feet into the air to do his jump shot for some reason. It looks ugly as hell. I can't find any redeeming qualities about his game other than his physical attribute of being fast. But he's undersized. He plays bad defense. The Bulls are significantly worse when Rob Dillingham is in the game. Like, we were firmly in control of that Golden State game midway through the fourth quarter, and then they put him in the game. and the Warriors just stormed back, took the lead, a sizable lead, and the whole time I'm just like, get this dude out of the lineup, like just put him on the bench. And lo and behold, when they put his ass on the bench, they made a run and won the game. Like I don't know what to say. I know there's truthers out there. Just give him a chance. He needs to play. Unless you want to lose, which I guess some people want to.
That's
I
it.
don't I don't see why he should play. Like again, play Yuki, play Mac. Those guys, like this guy needs time in the G League, straight up. Like a lot of time. He needs to figure his stuff out. They tried to come out and say he's got a cyst on his arm and that's bothering his form. Then he shouldn't be playing. Let
Right.
that thing heal. Um I'm I hate I feel like there's a chance he could see this and I hate to pile on when a guy's probably already feeling bad about himself, but again, he's well compensated and it's just like, dude, I'm calling a spade a spade. If you don't want me to say that you suck, there's one thing to do about it. Don't suck. Like, um, I just don't see it, man. Um, Jamal from Bull Central put out a tweet that said he's out on Dillingham. It was just a simple, like, 4-word
I saw
sentence,
that.
and it had 2.4K likes. I mean, it blew up. And
Yeah.
someone on there is like, well, if he had a real coach, my brother, he failed in Minnesota. He's failing here. Billy is giving him more time than any coach in the NBA ever has, and he's doing
Hmm.
nothing with it but suck. Like, what happens if we get a coach in here that expects even more excellence than Billy does? You think it's gonna be better? Like, I'm sorry, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think right now, if it wasn't for Leonard Miller, the Wolves, that trade would look so awful. Like, thank God Leonard Miller actually looks like he could be part of the future. And maybe, just maybe, we'll re sign Io this offseason, and that trade will then look brilliant. But right now, it looks like they robbed us when it comes to point guards or
For
guards in
sure.
general. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, we were never any bit happy with that trade anyway.
No.
And it's, okay, it's looking like maybe we've got something in Leonard Miller, but it definitely looks like we were completely caught out with the Dillingham move, yeah, side of it.
Yeah, and like we got to 4 second rounders. Like I wish I had more. Like I wish they were a little more clear on that. Are they all the Timberwolves second rounders? Are there someone else's second rounders involved there? Like that might be end up higher than where the T Wolves are going to be picking. Um, I don't know. That's why I hope that we get Io back because then it's like, oh, we gave him out for a rental. Now it doesn't feel bad. But even considering Leonard Miller, like because we gave up Julian Phillips, so honestly, I feel like Leonard Miller is a better prospect than Julian Phillips at this point in time because Leonard Miller, to me, being more consistent than Julian Phillips was. But um, yeah, so I mean, you could say we upgraded slightly on the prospect scale for at forward, but on the guard level where it's IO for Dilly Bar, you could add the second round picks to Dilly Bar. It's still like this. The size of the difference in value is
Yeah.
is enormous. And yeah, I hate to even call them dilly bar because dilly bars at DQ are good. They're damn good. I love them. They're tasty. But
Okay, so as someone who lives in Ireland and doesn't have Dairy Queen, what's a dilly bar?
it's just like it's an ice cream bar. It's like the most plain ice cream bar you could think of. It's just got chocolate over vanilla ice cream.
Oh,
Like
okay, it's
like
like a choc ice is what we call it.
yeah, yeah. As simple as that. Like, if you lick it a few times, it would like the chocolate would melt and it'd just be
Yeah.
vanilla ice cream underneath it. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we have those too. They call them choc ices.
Okay, okay. But yeah, dilly bars are good, but Rob Dillingham's basketball game is not. So
Fair, that's fair. So I won't talk about Dillingham too much because again he's further down in another segment for me. So I'll talk about him then and give him my opinion then. But the thing that's got me raging is fans shitting the bed just because we've started to win one or two games, pick up a couple of wins here and there. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, the chances of us losing enough games to increase our position in the ballot now is so low anyway. Picking up a handful of games where we win is actually beneficial as opposed to damaging. Because I know, yeah, surprising. Because what you're doing is, you're instilling a bit of a feeling of winning and not a feeling of dejection amongst your players. And look, how many times have we talked about? No, it does matter. And I'm telling you why, right? It does matter. It matters because you can't, it is soul destroying to lose game after game after game as a player. It is soul destroying for fans to sit back and have to watch a terrible product that is nothing but, shit basketball game after game as well. I know we're getting towards the end of the season, so there's not that many games of having to watch it, but still, if you had watched them play absolute crap for the remainder of the last 17 games that we have left, I think it is, you'd be fit to either stop watching or change teams, or worse, hang yourself from the rafters, because it's awful. It's soul destroying for everybody involved. Whereas at least if you pick up a few wins here and there, and you see a few good performances here and there, and you see the chemistry building amongst the players, and you see games where Matas goes off for 41, and 3 games in a row of Josh Giddey getting a triple-double, and Leonard Miller picking up his first double-double, and things like this. That gives you something to strive for as a player. It gives you something to enjoy as a consumer, and it makes it worthwhile. So stop giving out about games that we're going to win. No team in the NBA, no matter how bad they are going to lose 82 games in a season, right? It's not going to happen. You're always going to pick up wins here and there because, as we know, and as has been said by our colleagues and ourselves consistently, players don't tank. No matter what, players don't tank. And if they do tank, kick them out the fucking NBA. They don't deserve to be there. Players play to win. Coaches play to win. It's teams and organizations that tank. And no matter what they try to do to create hurdles and create an avenue where losing becomes the culture, players will still try and fight against that no matter what, because it's built into you as a sports person. No matter what level you're at, right? You played ball, I played ball, and no matter what level you're at, it's built into you as a sports person to win, to go out and do your damnedest every time you step on the floor to do whatever you can to affect winning. That is never going to change. And if I ever saw that going the other way in a player on my team, get them off my team. I don't care if they have some sort of an epiphany down the road. I don't want them on my team. Plain and simple. So players are going to go out to win. We're going to pick up some wins. Just fucking enjoy them. Just enjoy the games and enjoy the good performances. The losses are going to come anyway. It's not like we're going to suddenly go on a tear, right? We're still going to lose enough games to stay where we are. And we're not going to go any lower anyway. So just enjoy what's left of the season.
Man, speaking right to my soul, man. I just don't understand. Also, the people that were mad that we kept Giddey and Matas and them in the game the other night. You kept them in the game because they were having games that they can be proud of, because they were developing.
Yeah.
Dude, would you really take away Matas's 41-point game? Would you really take away Josh Giddey dropping, I think it was 2017 and 13?
Yeah.
I don't understand some of these guys. They act like, I'm just gonna call them out. Mark K. I made a post on the Bulls Without Borders account about how Trey Jones, Josh Giddey, Matas Buzelis, and Leonard Miller put on an unbelievable performance and basically won with a 4-man group, and that development matters. And Mark K. quote tweeted it and said, "Yeah, we're really seeing 26-year-old Trey Jones developing in real time." Smart ass. Okay, buddy, you cherry picked the one guy I wasn't really talking about, but whatever. Like, you keep those guys in the game because it's valuable. Because now Matas Buzelis can look back on a 41-point performance and be proud of it and know that he can do it. I just don't understand. It'd be one thing if we won those games on the back of like a bunch of old men, but we won those games on the backs of the future. I mean, what more do you want, Neill? I think I lost my podcast partner here. Oh man, that's interesting. Um, all right, we're just gonna keep rolling along. I'm just gonna keep talking. So it's true. It is absolutely 100% true that what Neill was saying is 100% valid. He was so mad that it kicked him off of the stream. But like, winning matters. It matters to build a culture where your players are actually, developing and learning how to play together and developing chemistry between them. I don't know how anybody could be a fan of the Bulls and not understand that. Like, we've gone through such hard times here. Yeah. We've gone through such hard times in Bulls Nation. Neil's going to be right back. And we've got to take the good that happens. It's not much. Like, there's not a lot to go off of these days. And when Matas Buzelis and Josh Giddey can win a game because Matas goes for 40 and Josh Giddey drops an insane triple-double and almost has 20 assists, that's valuable. That's valuable. And if you're a fan that doesn't believe that wins and losses matter to these athletes, and it doesn't matter if they lose repeatedly over and over and over and over and just don't win, then you're wrong. You're wrong. I want players that care about winning and losing. If you want guys that are like robots, you were probably never an athlete. Like, because you don't understand. You just don't get it. And I can't help you if you're not willing to try and get it. Like, these guys are professionals because they competed for their entire lives. And so competition matters. It matters. I don't know what else to say. And now we've got Neill back. And so
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it's okay. I just went on a bit of a soliloquy on why winning matters. So it's okay. We'll keep it all in. And
sounds good.
But we are ready now to, I think, to move on to our next segment. So without further ado, let's do that.
Go for it.
All right.
One and done.
So one and done, Neill. Tell me, what are
one and done
answering today?
Okay, so the first one we're going to hit, we'll go straight in with a Bulls one. So the first subject today is favorite 3-point shooters from the Bulls. So I give you 4 options, you pick one as always, and then you give me your options and I pick one from your options. Okay?
Okay.
So 3-point shooters from the Bulls. So just to I suppose give a little umbrella over this. Basically, anybody that was known for being a bit of a 3-point shooter or specialist, or someone that took a volume number of threes in a game on the regular.
Cool.
Okay. So my list for you, and hopefully we haven't talked about what we've got as usual, so hopefully we won't have the same players. But my choices for you are Craig Hodges, John Paxson, Steve Kerr, and Zach LaVine.
Give me Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr. I could go John Paxson, but I'm gonna go Steve Kerr because that was who I watched growing up.
Fair.
I feel like Steve Kerr, the Iceman before Caleb Williams. I think they used to call him the Iceman. I'm pretty sure they called him the Iceman because he was clutch. Am I remembering that wrong?
I don't remember that actually. I don't know. Maybe you've got it right though. I don't remember him being called the Iceman. You're gonna look that up now, are you?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it looks
okay,
like I
so
might be wrong. I think I was wrong. I feel like I don't know why I thought that, but maybe my dad just offhand called him the Iceman when I was a kid, and I just assumed that that was his nickname. But
there
um,
you go.
yeah, I loved Steve Kerr as a kid, and so I, I not to mention he ended up going on to become one of the greatest coaches of all time. Whether or not you believe he inherited great talent, I mean. I think that he's done a phenomenal job with the Warriors. He's going to go down as one of the most winningest people in NBA history. So
Yeah, for
I go
sure.
with Steve Kerr. We actually have
Okay, good.
completely different choices.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I actually thought you'd go for Craig Hodges. If I was going to go out of my own four, I would have gone for Craig Hodges.
Okay.
Purely because he won a three-peat 3-point contest. He won the 3-point contest in 90, 91, and 92 as a Chicago Bull.
So he was a little bit before my time. I was 1 and 2 when
Right.
he was playing. So that's the only reason
You
that
don't
I
remember him?
didn't. No. So
Yeah,
that's the only reason why, I guess. But all right, I'm gonna give you my four. So
go for it.
Mike Dunleavy,
Right,
Kyle Korver.
right.
I thought for sure you were gonna have Korver for some reason. I just feel like he was like the consummate 3-point shooter. But Kyle Korver. This next one I picked because he was a little bit ahead of his time, and I'm gonna go with big balls Brad Miller.
Okay.
He was shooting threes as a center before it was cool.
Yep.
And Tony Kukoc.
Right. Okay. That's a good list. I would love to say Tony Kukoc because I loved the waiter. I absolutely love Pink Panther. But outside of the fact that I loved Tony Kukoc on that list, you got to give me the hot sauce, baby. I've got to go with Kyle Korver. I mean,
Love it.
you know,
I love it.
he was such a reliable 3-point shooter, and from that, Stacey came out with the "Give Me the Hot Sauce" slogan, which is now the title of his own podcast. So I mean,
That it is.
there's just too much. There's too much there. There's too much there. Kyle Korver was sensational to watch shooting the 3-ball. So I'm going to go with Korver. And Korver was a 3-point contest winner as well, wasn't he? Not?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he was
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think so.
greater 3-point shooters of his time. I mean, 3-point contests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
He
won one.
yeah. So he finished third. He never won.
Oh, okay. I had it in my head he'd
Surprising.
won one. There you go. That just goes to show you kind of remember somebody for being great at something doesn't necessarily mean they got the accolade.
Yeah, interesting. So he came in third as a rookie in 2004. He also did
Okay.
it in 2015 with the Atlanta Hawks, which had one of the most competitive fields in history, it says. But I mean, he holds the NBA record for highest 3-point shooting percentage in a single season,
Okay.
which I think he did as a Bull. 53.6% in 2009-2010 season. It sounds like when he was with the Bulls.
More than half of your shots from 3 dropping.
That's
That's
crazy.
impressive.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
nuts. I mean, the Bulls ran him like Tom Thibodeau employed him like Ray Allen, which
Yeah.
was I thought a brilliant choice. And he ended up being a brilliant choice as like a free agent signing. He was really key to the Bulls being as good as they were because they were a little offensively challenged at times. If Derrick Rose wasn't carrying them, I actually always thought he should have started at the 2 a little bit. I know he was more of a wing, but you know, we were running freaking Keith Bokins and Ronnie Brewer out there, and it was pretty annoying for a little bit. Then we had Rip Hamilton, and before we could actually test him against a good team, Rose hurt his knee, and that was it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, good
But as
times
well,
with
back
Kyle
then,
Korver, though.
it was more of a position-led NBA back then than it is today as well. So I think in
Yes.
today's NBA, Kyle Korver could easily have played the 2 more so than back then. It just wasn't done really.
No, yeah, he strictly played the 3, and he was kind of stuck there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. And so for our second question of the night,
So the next one then is basketball movies.
all
And I'm
right.
sure everybody has their favorite basketball movie without question. Um, but let's just see, does yours land on either of our lists? And I'd say with this one, there's definitely going to be some overlap. Again, we haven't discussed it, but you've probably tried to go quite random, no, that look on your face.
I mean, no, I think that there's a good chance we have overlap. So we'll see.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So will I shoot first?
shoot first.
Okay. So we have the original and only the original because the second one doesn't even get qualified as a movie in my eyes. And that's Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Uh, Next one is White Men Can't Jump. The next one is Hustle with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
And the last one is Coach Carter.
It's funny. 3 out of our 4 movies were overlapped. I'm just gonna spoil that. But
Okay.
I'm gonna go with White Man Can't Jump, man. I fucking love that movie. I love that
Right,
movie.
okay.
It's pretty. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I love it, man. It's just so good. It was played in my house growing up. I
Yeah.
watch it to this day. When I see it on a streaming service, I always watch it once. I love that movie. It's so good. Just yeah, Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson did a great job. I mean, to this day, like if I wear like a tie dye shirt, like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Woody Harrelson in White Man Can't Jump. So yeah, I love it. Um, I'll give you mine. You know what? I normally we do kind of count them down. So I would say that Hustle would be my last one because I don't think I've ever
Right.
seen that one. I seen one with him where he was recruiting.
hmm
Is
That's it.
that movie? Okay, so
Yep.
that he had that player that was actually in the NBA, by the way, but like he was like a crazy
Yeah.
prospect. I can't remember his
Yeah.
name, but yeah, that's a really good movie. But I actually watched that with my mother. But I'll still put that last. I'll put Coach Carter next, then Space Jam, then White Man Can't Jump. That'd be my order. Um, for my movies, I cheated and I gave you 5 because I didn't want to decide between the last 2 because I had a personal connection with them. So besides the Coach Carter, Space Jam, and White Man Can't Jump were the first 3 on my list, and then I went with Air, which is
Okay.
technically a basketball movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's about the Air Jordans. Did you see it?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Went to the cinema to
Okay.
see it actually.
Cool. Yeah, great movie. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And then I had to do this because I'm from Indiana, Hoosiers.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to. I felt like an asshole not including it, so I threw Hoosiers in there.
Fair enough. That's fair. I'll give you that one. All right. So if I am going to pick a favorite, we going Sizzler. We going Sizzler. I've got to pick White Men Can't Jump.
I
Absolutely
love
love that
it.
film as well.
We're the
Yeah, I still
same.
quote that film all the time to like my friends at basketball when we're playing, to the kids when I'm coaching and stuff as well. I swear to God, they haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, and they look at me like I'm like dumb or something. But you know, I don't care. I still keep going. Yeah, so I mean, like the bit where he goes, "Sorry, I'm on your way. I'll move." I love that. It just I'm always using that. Even in everyday life, I use that all the time. But it's a great film. It has the perfect balance of levity and basketball. It's got the flair. It's got the geeky stuff as well, and it kind of has a bit of a backstory, side story going on with the whole like deck collection and all that as well. So yeah, no, I just love that film, and it
Yeah,
never gets old for me.
I agree.
It doesn't matter how many times I watch it; it's timeless. So
Agreed.
that definitely is my number one. So then I'll go in
Don't
reverse
put up
order
no
to you.
brick.
I'll say,
Sorry.
yeah, okay. Hey, let me pump you up. Okay, so White Men Can't Jump, and then second to that, I would probably put, if I'm being honest and saying as in the quality of movie, I'd say Coach Carter,
Okay.
ahead of Space Jam, just purely because Space Jam is just more of a I love it. I love the film. I love the fact that Jordan is in it. I love the fun of it and everything, and the monsters taking the powers, and that's great. But
And how
I've
good
got to be
Michael Jordan's acting was.
See, that's the thing for
I
me.
know.
I've got to be brutally honest. I mean, you would do well to find a bigger Michael Jordan fan than me, certainly in this part of the world. But I have to be straight up honest, and he's a stale actor, dude. He is a stale actor. And I know he was working with green screens and stuff, and that's hard to do. But yeah, no, sorry, it loses points on MJ's acting. So then after that, then I would probably go Hoosiers. Above Air, and the only reason for that, as much as I love Air and I've really enjoyed the movie and everything, is it's more of a Dolores Jordan movie than it is a Michael Jordan movie, which is great, and all respect and all that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just not enough basketball for me.
What would you have put like Mike?
Yeah, if you put like Mike in there, it would have sailed straight to the trash.
I was like, should I do a? I was like, I could do like a purely Michael Jordan based movie list. Like it would be Space Jam, Air, like Mike. I could have found a fourth one, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
I mean, I could have cheated and be like Last Dance, but that'd probably be number one. That's not a movie. That's a saga.
True.
Yeah.
Well, you could have put one of the actual Michael Jordan basketball videos in there, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But no, it's okay. Like Mike is trash. Sorry to Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah, you can disappear with your magic shoes, thanks.
Abracadabra. But all right, man. Fair enough. That concludes our one and done, and we can move right into sliders and gliders.
Let's go.
Sliders and gliders.
All right, Neil. So for sliders and gliders, I'll take points on this one since you started our last segment. I will go first. My first for sliders, I've got to go with Gershon Yabusele. Man, that dude isn't good. For somebody that really made a big impression off the bat and played really well to start, I mean, he's good for what he is, I guess, but it really does stink a little bit. Like he was promised playing time, and you can kind of tell. It feels like he gets away with some stuff that he wouldn't be able to get away with if he wasn't promised playing time. Nick Richards gets more minutes than him, but Yabusele starts. It's like, okay. Like Yabusele does a lot of he's a little bit of a black hole himself. His 3-point shot's really fallen off since he started hot. It's really been a lot more miss than hit. His rebounding is okay. I mean, but like he just isn't very great to me, and I just feel like he's fallen off since we're he kind of started, and so for me that's my slider. For my glider, I'll go with Trey Jones since he was actually, I believe the last time we did this, he was I think a slider, or he was at least talked about as somebody that wasn't performing up to task, and Trey Jones recently has come around to be his normal self. He's been really good. I think he was like I said, he was one of the 4 guys that really carried us to a Golden State victory. I think he had 21 points, 5 assists. He's just been a steady force, man, and really we've been lucky that he's been such a steady force when we have had such uneven performances throughout the entire team. So between him, Leonard Miller, Josh Giddey, and Matas Buzelis, like they at least don't ruin my nights when I'm watching them play basketball. So for gliders, that's my guy. And so without further ado, go to you, Neil.
Yeah, no, that's a couple of good choices there. For me, the slider is, as I've said, I was already going to talk about him later, and that's Rob Dillingham. He's just, he came in and I think everybody expected him to be quite poor, and he actually started off okay, but since then he has run himself into a wall. I think he plays too fast for his own good, and he is fast, and that's the one thing I will credit him with. He is a quick dude, but he plays ahead of himself and gets himself into trouble. He has a janky shot. He has a janky layup. The other night he ran baseline and managed to lay up the ball against the side of the backboard. I don't know whether I was impressed by that because it takes talent, or whether I was absolutely disgusted at how poor of an effort that was. And it wasn't the only one. I mean, there was just so many poor attempts. I mean, he runs and he plays at 100 miles an hour, but I feel like the game moves at 110 for him. Being fast is not enough. You need to be able to be quick, but allow the game around you to move slow so that you can read the game and break it down and be in control. And he just is not that at all. I'm not saying he won't eventually figure it out down the line, but I think it's going to take at least a few seasons before the game starts to slow down for him. And I'm not prepared to continue along that journey with him as a Chicago Bull personally. So for me, the biggest slider is Dillingham, or Dill Pickle, as our guy Guilty likes to call him. Dill Pickle, yeah. But on to the more positive then. The glider for me is another guy you've already spoken about, and that's Leonard Miller. Nobody, and I don't care who you are, nobody as a Bulls fan anyway, expected Leonard Miller to come in and be anything more than a bench warmer, maybe get a few garbage time minutes, and that was about it. It felt like he was just a throwaway piece added into that trade, and he has not only blossomed as a Chicago Bull, he's excelled all expectations, in my opinion. The fact that he is now progressively getting more minutes, apart from that little hiccup where Billy decided, I've got to give my opportunity back to Patrick Williams for whatever reason, whether that's contract, whether that's a bit of heat being put on him from above, or whether it was just a poor coaching decision, I don't know. But to make that decision to reinsert Patrick Williams and sit Leonard Miller is just another long line of poor Billy Donovan decisions, in my opinion. It's one thing to not have him playing much at the start of the game, but he didn't have him playing much at all. I think he played 1 minute or something ridiculous.
It was garbage time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just garbage time. He was out there with the rest of the guys that are only seeing garbage time as well. But Leonard Miller, he took it on the chin. He got his start the next game, and like I say, I felt like that was a bit of a make-up call by Billy. He got his start, and he really ran with it. He played awesome. And I love the fact that Leonard Miller has looked at this as an opportunity, because he knows that this is a team that's in flux. It's in a period of transition. And he's like, this is my chance. If ever he's going to get a chance, it's only in a position like this, where players are presented like almost like an empty blank canvas, where they can go, right, okay, there's no major rule here apart from the fact that Matas and Giddey are the core of this team. Outside of that, anything goes and everything is up for grabs. And Leonard Miller, it looks like the only guy that is going, that's mine. I'm taking that for himself. And for that reason, I have to put him down as my glider.
I love it, man. I love it. I agree in full with all of your points. Yeah, nothing more to say. I think we can go on to for our next segment, Bannermen.
This is war.
This is war.
This is war.
So I think we're in agreement here that the guy that deserves our Bannerman this week is Leonard Miller.
Absolutely. I just picked him up there for you already. So
yeah, I mean, he's been playing like a dog. He's been out there putting in the effort. I mean, like you said, he took it on the chin, getting benched, and then came out and just put on a career performance. First career double-double. Mm-hmm. career high in points. His effort defensively has been noticeable. It's been visible. I think he's been a shining example of a guy that if you give him a chance somewhere else, like a change of scenery, could always be good. I'm excited that he's flying our banner and he's doing it well. And I think that um, I think he's got at least I think we have a team option on him this year, and I don't see any reason why we don't bring him back. And honestly, I hope that we end up keeping him around. I mean, maybe he does fall off like crazy, but I just don't see it from him, man. I really don't. I feel like he's got a very consistent play style that will lend itself to him staying around. So I've loved what I've seen from him, and easy choice for Bannerman.
Yeah, for sure. He's earned it. And I just hope that this isn't a positive blip. I really hope that this is now Leonard Miller going forward, and this is what we are going to continue to see and continue to let him grow and grow as a player and as a Chicago Bull.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Without further ado, let's go to our Bull of the Week.
Bull of the Week.
All right, so for Bull of the Week, my man, I know that we've actually had two Bulls that we were really considering here. I'll let you lead it off. Who is our Bull of the Week?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have dipped into them and talked about them quite a lot, but I think for me, the Bull of the Week, after getting a 40-burger, 41-point performance, and an all-round great performance, on top of the fact that it has been consistent since he found form again, and that's Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, man. I mean, that 41-point performance was special.
Was.
I'll say that like our runner-up was Josh Giddey because he's been on a run of triple doubles and has really gotten back to that Josh Giddey that we love and know. But I think the deciding factor for us, speaking for myself and Neill, is that we felt like we know what Josh Giddey could do, and we knew he could do this. Although I will say that him raining down 4 threes on Golden State's head was just so. I think he was 4 or 6. Just if you say that he can't shoot, I'll assume that you don't watch games. That's it.
Right.
Like at this point, like you don't know. You just don't know. And
the first 2 of those were back-to-back as well from the wing.
Yes, sir. He's getting dangerous. You can't sag off of him. It's a beautiful thing to watch. But for Matas, like we all knew he was capable of 40, but it's a different thing when he goes ahead and posts it, and he could have easily had 50. He got murdered all game. The referees were giving him no love. He didn't shoot his first free throw until the game was nearly over, or at least regulation. He shot 3 free throws in overtime, 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. That was it. And I just really think that, him putting a stamp on that game. He also went 4-12 from 3. So all that combined easily could have had 50. And I feel like nobody, like him doing that, having that performance was like an exclamation or like his announcing to everybody like, hey, don't forget about me, man. I could be the alpha too. Everyone's talking about we got to get our alpha. We got to get our alpha. Don't forget about Matas Buzelis. I know that we're still going to look for a star in the draft, and we should. But
Yes.
But Matas Buzelis can be that franchise guy. I fully believe that he can do it. Will he? I don't know, but I think that performance right there showed you that he's more than capable of it. Because he's also swatting shots at the other end of the floor too. If he can get his rebounding a little bit stronger, this dude is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. And if we're ever a top seed, his play style lends itself to being an MVP caliber player. So I know I said it, but I believe it. And that's why, yeah. So that's why I believe he is our Bull of the Week.
Yeah, and you got to remember as well, I mean, it's not like this dude is pushing 30 either. You know what I mean?
He's a child.
He's what, 19?
He's
19?
21,
21?
right?
21. 21.
Noah's 19.
No, that's it. That's where I got the 19 from. Yeah, he's 21. And Josh Giddey's what, 24?
Yeah.
So, the future is there. The future is there
Man.
in those 2 players alone. The future is there. We just got to build and pack around them in the right way. And that's on AK to prove that he can do that in the off season. And if he does it right, then we all, myself included, we all need to step back and shine a little bit of light and throw a few flowers in AK's direction, because it means he finally realized, woke up, and did the right thing. I'm not saying that takes away all his indiscretions of the past, but what I am saying is he's learned from it and moved forward, but that is yet to be proven, so we shall see.
Right, but we do have some building blocks, and then again, we got. I mean, Leonard Miller is 22. Noah Essengate is 19. If they prove themselves to be a part of the rebuild, you've got a really young core here. I mean, if we do get a top 4 pick, and they end up being good enough to start, like you could see a starting lineup next season that averages the age of like 22 or 23. Like, that's incredible. Yeah. So, with a guy in Matas Buzelis who could be your leader. So I'm excited to see what's to come. I think that this week, I hope that these performances continue to carry on. I hope, 30 plus point games become more of a, more frequent for Matas Buzelis, and he could really shut up some of these doubters, because they're out there. There's people out there that doubt him, and I can't understand it. He's the hope for the future. It lies within him. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. And so, let's move on now to our very, very new segment, and that is Spotlight. Shout out to the deceased Lil Peep for our song. Not that I don't know if Neill really knows who that is, but he used them.
Yeah, I looked up songs that had Spotlight in the lyrics, and as soon as I saw Marshmallow, I thought, oh, that'll work, and I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, there we go, works.
Love it. I love it. I do like Lil Peep, but I like he's definitely different. I know there's opinions on that, but anyways, for our spotlight, I'll start off. We've got 2 guys that we want to spotlight, and this is a new segment where we spotlight creators, writers, someone that's making things for Bulls fans in the Bulls community. That is, doing a phenomenal job, and we want to put a spotlight on what they're doing. And so, first and foremost, I wanted to put the spotlight on Zachary Draves, friend of the show, friend of Neill and I's. He was on an episode of Bulls Without Borders with us, which airs every Friday afternoon / early evening. Check us out live. 5 hosts, 3 continents, 1 love, the Chicago Bulls. But yeah, Zach was on that show with us. He also came on a show of the Chicago Bulls Breeze with me. He's become a friend of ours, and he is out there killing it. He had an exclusive interview with Matas Buzelis that he dropped a couple weeks ago, and then he just recently this week dropped a exclusive story with Joakim Noah, which is a great read. Highly recommend it. Zach's out there doing big things. We really appreciate his friendship. Definitely go check out what he's doing. It's on Clutch Points. He's the associate sports editor for them, and he's a credentialed Chicago Bulls beat reporter. Like, we have an insider. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if he would ever actually tell us anything, but it doesn't matter. Like, just being able to talk ball with him, being able to pick his brain, and him consider us as people that he'd want to come and talk ball with. I'm sure that he'll actually be a guest of ours on this very podcast. So,
no doubt.
Yeah. So, love what Zach's doing. Go on Clutch Points, read his stuff. Definitely keep an eye out. He's one of the good ones, man. He's a real Bulls fan too. Like, he's not just some hired gun that came in here to cover the Bulls because he's getting paid. Like, no, he loves the Bulls. So he's definitely somebody to trust, in my opinion, when it comes to opinions. What he's talking to these players. He's not trying to get a hot quote. he's trying to really cover the team. So I'm,
Mm-hmm.
for the fans. So I just wanted to say that Zach, you're doing a great job out there, and keep up the good work, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that all the way. So the second guy that we wanted to shine a little bit of light on in our spotlight segment this week is our very own Sal Bass. This dude is killing it right now. I mean, I've known Sal for a good number of years, but he's really hit his stride and found his market right now. He's been doing horns over hoops for some time. He often got involved with me on C-Reg UK in the past as well. He's just an all-round great guy who loves the Chicago Bulls, loves what he does. He's now doing On Tap as well. He is a host for On Tap, and he does some writing for them as well. And he's also now, we're very lucky to say, doing one of our shorts in one of our slots for Bulls Without Borders. He is taking Tuesdays, am I right?
Trivia Tuesdays. He's going to be doing an
Trivia
interactive,
Tuesdays.
Short.
Absolutely. So you'll be able to catch this this segment, the short segment that he does for Bulls Without Borders on every Tuesday. And like Phil said, it's Trivia Tuesday, so it's got a different bit of a swing to it than the other days as well. It's a little bit more interactive than the other days, and Sal is really putting his spin on it. So look, Sal, we appreciate that. We appreciate you. Anyone that has not checked out anything that he is doing, you need to go and check it out right now. As soon as you've finished watching our podcast, get on that shit straight away. You really need to get involved with Sal and promote this guy and get behind him, because he is top notch, and we are very proud to be able to call him not only a colleague but a friend here on the Sixth Banner.
Facts, man. Sal's the man. He's definitely a pillar of the community. Definitely one of the great ones. Phenomenal guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to like embarrass him, but a real sweetheart. Like honestly, like he's genuine, and he just wants to enjoy the Bulls. Like he was getting hate because he was trying to be positive about the Bulls for a little bit, and he's the last guy that deserves any of that. Like because he's such a
That's
good
for sure.
dude. And so I just I can't. I put the stamp of mine on everything that Neill said. Like Sal's awesome. You gotta give him a try. You gotta definitely, whether it's our shorts or his podcasts or everything that he does. Like if he's on it, that you're getting genuine, raw opinions from someone who loves the Bulls just as much as anyone else. So
Right. And he's a real life hero too. He's a fireman paramedic.
I know.
So there is just nothing bad to say about this guy. He's worth your time. Definitely.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I was gonna say something stupid about how he like rescued a burning baby from a bull, a baby from a burning building. Say that 5 times
Hey.
fast.
Yeah. Hey, we don't know if that's true or not. It could very well be true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that it is true. So
Hey, we've spoken it into existence. If it has never happened, well, it has, because we've just said it has. So there you go.
Facts. You heard it here first. Sal rescues burning babies. I don't know why I can't say it. It's okay. We're just gonna let it go. All right. So, without further ado, let's get to our last segment, Courtside Countdown, baby.
Courtside Countdown.
So for Courtside Countdown this week, we've got a few different games coming up. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers tonight at 9:30. We will be playing them at the Staples Center. It's the Staples Center. Don't care. It's not Crypto.com Arena.
Center.
What kind of shit is that? Crypto.com Arena. Whatever, man.
Some of the renames of the courts around the NBA right now are so bad.
Brutal.
So bad.
I mean, come on, man. You renamed the Staples Center to the Crypto.com. I'll say this for the Bulls, man. We didn't at least sell out there yet. Like we're still
No,
the United Center.
no.
Please don't change
Yeah,
it.
let's
Gonna
hope it
end up.
stays. Please let it stay. I know it
It's
all
gonna end
comes
up.
down to sponsorship deals at
It's
the
gonna
end
be
of the
the
day.
Tesla Center like next season. Watch.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Maybe it'll be the X Center.
Oh, how bad does that sound?
Because we're putting an R-rated whooping on teams, Neil.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, I get it. I get it. It's just
I tried.
you did. Yeah. We triple X maybe. It might have worked.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, anyways, so the Lakers tonight at 9:30, and then we've got the Clippers tomorrow at 9:30. At
West Coast back to back.
yeah, gross. These are gross times. Especially for Neil. Neil is going to be. These games start at 3:30 a.m. for Neil. 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. It's just
I'm,
rotten.
I'm throwing up a
2:30
little bit.
a.m.
Really?
2:30 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We sprung ahead. I forgot.
Mhm.
Oops.
Have you got your daylight savings going on now?
Yeah. So you're only 5 hours ahead now.
It's only 5 hours. So we're only 4 hours ahead of the West Coast, of the East Coast right now.
No wonder I had my times all jacked up, like recently. Oops. I was thinking 6 hours this whole time, like the last few days and everything. Like I was doing six
Yeah.
hours in my head.
Well, I mean, for the majority of the year, it's 6 hours. It just changes to 5 hours because there's an overlap time. I think it's like normally a week to 2 weeks before we change our clocks.
Okay. Weird, but whatever.
Time zones suck, dude. They
it-
suck so bad.
Yeah, they should just abolish daylight saving time. I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
just, that's my opinion on it. But anyways, they've got after they've got the Lakers and the Clippers back to back at the Staples Center over the next 2 days. They've got the Grizzlies on Monday, where we'll play Zach Edey and John Morant. Actually, I don't know if Zach Edey's healthy right now, but I love that.
No, I think is he
tall
not
son of a
out
bitch.
for the rest of the season?
I think you're right. He is, but I love that tall son
Yeah.
of a bitch. Anyways, yeah, we play them
Slowpoke.
at the how dare you at the United Center at 7
Spoken
p.m.
like a true Boilermaker.
Otherwise, yeah, we play again next Wednesday, but we'll have something for you then. Before then, I think. But yeah, we also play the Raptors at 7 at the United Center as well. So after we're done with this West Coast trip after the next 2 days, thankfully. So
Thank God.
just going over the next 3 days or over the next three games, I think the Bulls will go 1-2.
Okay.
If I'm trying to be conservative here and not make myself look like an ass. I think 2-1's possible, but 1-2 is probably where I'm at.
Okay, I am just to be different, right? Because I probably would have gone 1-2 if I'm honest. But just to be different, I'm gonna say we go on another slide, 0-3.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that'll quiet down some of the people that are so mad that we have been winning games, but as long as I just hope that we see decent basketball. Like my dream come true is like that. All these players that we're looking at for the future, like Miller, Buzelis, Giddey, Trey Jones, to a certain point, that they play well, but that we lose. Ultimately, because I know that we could fall one more spot. Any lower than that is very unlikely. I think the one spot's somewhat close, but think the next spot is like multiple games, and so I don't think. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. But
I think is it Memphis that's the next spot down? Am I right in saying that?
I feel like you are.
Hang on, let's see.
Oh yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, Memphis is the next spot down. They're 23-41. So I mean that's 4 games. So essentially, if they beat us, that is a full game in the difference.
It's a big difference.
Game and a half. So, they get a win and we get a loss. And it's a game and a half, yeah. So, that makes it closer, I suppose. But if we drop down to Memphis, could we drop down to New Orleans as well? The Pelicans are only one game. Oh no, they're 4 games back on losses. So yeah, that's not likely.
Yeah, they're 2.5 games behind the Grizzlies, so it's another 3 games. I mean, the odds of us
Yeah.
doing that, it's not great. The Pelicans need to
The
stop
only way
winning
that works is if the Pelicans went on a winning streak, and that's not going to happen.
They've won 2 in a row right now. They need to stop winning because I want that second round pick to suck ass. Like we have their second rounder, so they need to stop winning.
It's a double-edged sword, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess if we fall below them, so be it. But I just don't see it happening because people look at that games back thing and they're like, well, if we just lose all these games, but they've got to win games. Like
That's the thing, you see.
like if they just keep losing too, we're not gaining anything. So it's like, you know, this is not realistic, and the Bulls are just too talented to. I think they're going to pick up wins here and there. I say that not because I think we're talented to make the play in. I just think that we're not as bad as some of these awful teams. Like I think we're better than the Grizzlies. Like I think, especially without Jaren Jackson Jr. They don't have Desmond Bane anymore. Like it's just John Morant and Zach Edey. They don't have anyone over there. Not to my recollection. Yeah, I mean some of these teams. But it's funny because a lot of these bottom-feeding teams, most of their wins are against the Bulls.
That's such a. I was just looking at that. You know, the two teams that are already out, already eliminated from play-in contention, are the Kings and the Pacers, and you know we just lost to the Kings.
1-1. They're 1-1. I was at
Right?
we stomped them earlier this year. I was there for that one, but
yeah, but we just lost to them the other night, and. The Pacers, we've lost, 2 games to the Pacers?
At least 2, I think. Yeah.
Yes, at least, it could even be 3.
Yeah.
Like, these teams have won 16 and 15 games, right, respectively. And the Pacers, if it is 3 games that we've lost to the Pacers, I think it is, that's 3 of their 15 games have been wins against the Bulls.
We have 20% of their wins.
That is just... That's embarrassing shit right there. That is.
There's a point in the season earlier before we went on this another slide where like if you would have given us just the wins against the bottom feeders, like I think because we lost like twice, 2 or 3 times against the Nets. Like we lost to we got beat by the Hornets 3 times when they were still below us. They've gone on quite a run, but
they have.
They're actually playing to their talent now, which is scary. But we've lost to, I feel like we lost to the Jazz at one point. There was a bunch of teams where, like, if you would have just given us the wins against those teams, we would have been like in the top 6 easily. It would have been like crazy, like because we've somehow beaten a bunch of good teams, and so it was just goofy. Now we're no longer at that point, but. I mean, we're not that far off. I feel like right now, if we just won against the bottom feeders, we'd be right around the 8th seed. And so
it's crazy.
Yeah.
If you look at the league table, right, we're in 22nd, and if you look at the next 8 teams below that, right, below us in the league table, we have lost at least 1 game to every single team. Yep. I'm right in saying that, am I?
I think you are. Pretty sure.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yep. I mean, the Bulls the season's kind of like a what if, because if we didn't go on the slide against the bad teams, we might even, like, I don't know if we're sellers at the deadline. Like, I think that we probably, because we would be legitimately competing for out of the play-in.
Yeah.
But instead, we played down to our competition and people got traded, and here we are.
That's it.
Yep. But it is what it is. And onwards and upwards. Hopefully we get a top 4 pick, and then, things will look a lot better going forward from there. But, go Portland. You guys, we're rooting for you. That's really what we're rooting for at this point.
Yeah. We're with you, Pads. We're behind you. We want Blazers to win.
Yes, sir. Denny Avija, lifelong Bulls fan before he got drafted by that team.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. Going into the draft process, he talked about it, and it sucks now to see how damn good he is. But
Yeah.
yeah, he was a Bulls fan growing up. But
No.
you can it was articles written about it and stuff. But oh well, maybe I keep telling I was teasing Pads. I'm like, he's gonna come to us in the free agency when we get good. He's gonna,
we'll take him.
Yeah,
I'll take
him
Denny
off
after
the
you
bench.
for sure.
Yeah. You guys don't want him.
Yeah, we'll take him.
He's only averaging career highs across the board. I mean, it's no big deal.
Yeah, but he's eating up their cap space. Send him over here. We've got loads of cap space. Send him to us.
So much cap space. Dude, what is he averaging? Because it's something nuts, isn't it? Like he's averaging 24 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, and 7 assists a game. He's the Josh Giddey of shooting of forwards. I mean, can you imagine sticking him with Josh Giddey? It'd be so hype. But yeah, a man can dream. He's only 25. Pads, you got plenty of time to give him to us.
Yeah, we'll take him. We'll take him.
Right when he gets to his prime and when he's around 27, 28.
27, yeah, we'll take him then. Once we've kind of started to sort our shit out in Chicago as well.
Yeah, it would be perfect timing. But now that we've pissed Pads off, if you actually watch this, don't come cut me, Pads. Don't do it. But all right.
No, go and check out his Substack instead. There you go, Pads. We gave you a bit of hype.
There you go. Substack, extra spotlight. But
yeah.
All right, everybody. We've kept you here long enough. That has been episode 6 of the 6 Banner podcast, and it's been a pleasure as always. See Red and
raise the banner.
Oh shit! Damn it! That's all right. We're gonna get it. But until next time, everyone, have a great night or day or whatever time it is when you're watching this.